Hey everybody, this is Howie, and you are watching the Bowtie Psychic here on YouTube. I'm a psychic and an intuitive medium who focuses on generational trauma and ancestral healing through divination. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's actually Sunday, and I'm working double time because I'm a little slow on the recordings, but if you and also too as you can see, I'm in another room. I'm in my living room. I found out that it's a little dark in my room, so that's why I'm in here. The energy is a lot better. Um, the lighting is better, rather. So today I'm doing videos for the month of June, and I am pulling cards for Libra. So I have three cards here right now. Um, and Spirit said I was going to have three cards. So if you resonate with anything I say, during this reading, be sure to subscribe to the channel, share and like the video, tell your friends about it. And you can also reach out and you get a more in-depth reading by going to bowtiepsychic.com and basically making an appointment for a reading. So what I got here as far as for you Libra, I received upside down the nine of air. And so what I got from this card right away, ooh, Libra is that my what I'm getting is that Cancer season is really getting to y'all. Cancer season is really getting to you, even though you are doing the best you can under the circumstances. You know, as far as you know, keeping your emotions in check. There's my cat in the back. Keeping your emotions in check. Um, what I'm getting is that you're letting things get to you. You're letting things get to you to the point where you're losing your personal power. You're not thinking straight right now. And the reason why you're not thinking straight is because you want everything to be a certain way. You want everyone to be a certain way. And the thing is not going to work that way. It's not. Like people are not just going to up and like jump up on, in every whim and basically do what you tell them to do, or make them feel um, as if you know. I guess my thing is you are not to make them feel guilty about certain things. They're not there to do what you want them to do. People have their own autonomy. People can do their own thing. It's not up to you to change them. It's not up to you to change them at all. And you are to be mindful of how you talk to people, how you speak to people, because what's going on is that you have a tendency to be passive aggressive. You have a tendency to be passive aggressive, Libra. And as a result of you being passive aggressive, it's really going to bother people. So it's best for you to be honest about where you are, be honest about who you are, and what you want, and what you are requesting. Cancel and delete want. Be mindful of what you're requesting of people, because what's happening is that you are expecting them to be a certain way, to be one way, when in actuality they're a whole nother way, and you're not here for it. So what this card is basically saying is that you are to be mindful of your intentions. You are to be mindful of how you speak to people, how you show up to people, show up for people, in order for you to, you know, build those relationships and build upon those relationships. Because I'm feeling you're doing this with family as well, or people that have been in your life for quite some time, and they're getting to the point where they are tired of it, which is why you're being asked to basically change things up. You're being asked, Libra, to change things up, because when you are not doing that, chances are you're going to affect those relationships in some way, shape, or form. You also got the 10 of air. And basically, what this card is saying is that I'm getting closed mouths don't get fed. This is time for you to ask for help, and you're not asking for help. You're not doing all you can to communicate with people. What I'm getting is that for Libra, it's about you have to relinquish all power when it comes to other people, and you are not doing relinquish all power as far as how a person is going to react, the outcome. You can't predict the outcome. in any way, shape, or form. And that's okay. You're not able to do that. You can't control all that. You can't control everybody. Okay? Release the outcome is what this card is saying. You're looking for the outcome. You're looking for predictions. You're so used to working at a certain frequency to the point where you are not allowing yourself to change. You're not allowing yourself to grow. You're not allowing yourself, especially towards my Cancer season. Um, Cancer season is pushing us to not only learn about ourselves, but to learn about our emotional state, to let go of a lot of things. In fact, I'm going to say this until it resonates, until I'm blue in the face. 2019 is the year of letting go of stuff. It's the year of letting go. It's the year of um, literally of change, letting change happen. And so change is not happening for you, Libra, because you're not allowing it to happen. Let go of the outcome. Okay, let go of the outcome. Let go of the outcome. All right. Once you let go of the outcome, you will get the eight of water. Eight of water. Spirit's telling me you will be at peace. You will be at peace when you will let go of the outcome. So, like I said before, it is you who are struggling the most. It is you doing all the struggling. It is you being passive aggressive and paying attention or not paying attention to the signs because you're so used to, things being a certain way. And as a result of that, emotionally, mentally, um, everything is even physically things are you're being compromised. And you're being compromised because you are being forced to pay attention to how you treat yourself, how you come through into the world. You're being tested in every way, shape, or form. Spirit is basically saying to you, it is time for you to let people be who they are as you are who you are. Uh, to let people be, to let people be, to let people have their own decisions, to have people make their own decisions, to have people uh, do what they wish to do. I'm getting that. I'm getting that you are not at peace with a lot of stuff, and so that's why you're being told in this card to be at peace. Okay, you will be at peace the moment you start working on making decisions on behalf of other people. When you, when you let go of control of the situation. I'm just getting allow yourself to be. Allow yourself to be. So, all right. So according to spirit, that's all I have for Libras. Okay. The moral of the story is to let go of the situation. Okay. Um, Speaking of stories, you're telling a lot of stories to yourself. You're saying a lot of things to yourself about how people perceive you. You feel like people don't love you enough, and the truth is that people do love you significantly, but there is a limit. There is a limit to their patience when it comes to how you treat them. There's a level of patience as far as how you um, how you perceive them. People can only be criticized for so long. People can only be criticized for so long. I'm gonna say that one more time. People can only be criticized for so long before they start to walk away. Because people can only sit here and be hurt by your words and your actions for so long. And I'm not saying all of you are like this, but I'm getting that Libras in general is all about them and their feelings. It's all about you and your feelings. It's all about you, your feeling, how people perceive you, and you're being told to switch that stuff off because it has nothing to do with the people you interact with. It's everything. It has everything to do with the stories you tell yourself. It has everything to do with the fact that you, in your mind, feel or think that people are dishonoring you or dehumanizing you in some way, shape, or form. And this is not the case at all. This is not. This is not the truth. The majority of the time, a lot of you are coming from a place of trauma. A lot of you Libras are coming from a place of trauma, a place of, you know, believing that people are treating you with disregard because that's how you were more likely treated in the past. You were treated with such disregard and such disrespect and and met with such dehumanization that you feel like the whole world, and there's another thing too, you feel like the whole world is pretty much doing you dirty in some way, shape, or form. People are literally, and we know that you do for others. We know that you do for others and that you show up for others. But then you emotionally cut off and act as if, you know, as it, you know, it just seems like no one in your mind or in your life can do no wrong, Libra. And you're being told to let go of that very quickly. Because in addition to you being passive aggressive, when you are aggressive, it's just extremely hostile at times. And it comes from a place of hurt. And a lot of what you say, it really like it makes no sense. And you will argue and argue and argue with people until you get your way in some way, shape, or form. When the person is so tired to the point where you feel like you know, you already get your way. And or they give you like just to get out of the situation and to like basically break their energy off with you. They just agree with you just so you can stop. And no, this is not a friendship. This is not how you do relationships. This is not how you interact with people, or at least it's not a healthy way of interacting with people. So you're literally being told, Libra, to stop acting this way and to start to make changes in your life. Um, Starting with your thoughts and starting with what um, your subconscious thoughts and the messages that are stored in there. Those messages, a lot of them did not come from you. A lot of those messages came from people in your life, people in your everyday life who told you one thing or a few things that ended up hurting you. You're being told to stop. You're being told to basically make that change and to literally listen to yourself. Listen to yourself. I'm being told to pretend that you are the people that you talk to and listen to yourself. So you can see how that feels. Because even though you mean well, there are just way too many times when there are just way too many times where you have said or have done something to someone else. You have not taken personal responsibility or accountability for how that person reacts because of due to your words or how your words affected them. And then you're angry at them because they protect themselves by distancing themselves from you or basically um, giving you that same gave you that same energy that you put out. We get that you mean well, but there are better ways of communicating with people. So that's all I have for Libras. Um, I know y'all can do it. I know y'all can, I know y'all are very capable, very capable of being there for others. Okay. Um, um, but this is also the time for to make changes as far as how you communicate with people and treat people. So if you never resonated with this episode or this video in any way, shape, or form, please subscribe to the Bowtie Psychic YouTube channel so you won't miss another video. Be sure to press on the bell, so you can never ever miss a video. Because I will be posting um, very very often now. And also, I'm going to be making changes too, and I'll talk about that later. But I'm also on Facebook, Instagram. I'm also on Twitter. And you can visit the bowtiepsychic.com website, you know, to book an appointment, and get a reading, a more in-depth reading. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Until next time, peace.